The tale of Ann Jeffries was a curious one. This witch of Cornwall was prone to fits, and after, or on any occasion, she would profess to seeing small persons clad in green.
If anything vexed her, she'd fall into one of her fits.
Young Anne was a maid to the Pitt family. On consulting Moses' account, we found the first time she had fits was when she was knitting an arbour in the garden. This is after she had seen these fairies. She fell into a fit and was brought inside.
This account was written by Moses in his later years, though he does reference to some of his experiences with Anne as a young boy.
The fairies. Do you see them?
At first, Anne appeared to be a useless maid, but she possessed healing and clairvoyant abilities. Moses' mother saw her as weak, but when Moses' mother fell and injured her leg, it was Anne who healed her.
Why should I show my leg to so poor and silly a creature as you, Anne?
But miss, I can help you. Your leg is pained. Better?
I do confess, I feel much better, but how is it that you knew of my fall?
It is true that Moses' mother was suspicious of how Anne came to know of what happened. I mean, how could she? She wasn't near the scene or there. Once asked, she said that several persons told her. We can only deduce from this that she meant the fairies, who she often referred to when she talked about the voices.
Anne, I wish to speak with you.
My dear child, have a little patience.
She then made a curtsy and left the room. She gave me a piece. It was the best I ever did eat.
Young Moses was unaware of how she obtained the bread, or who she was curtsying to. But this does not mean to say that the fairies didn't bring her the bread, which was suggested in Moses' account.
Anne was also renowned for refraining from eating. It is clear that people believe the fairies nourished her. Anne, why do you dance? And who do you dance with?
Do you not see them, my dear child? I dance with the fairies.
Anne may have been extraordinary by refraining from victuals and possessing magical abilities, but she did attract a lot of attention. Local magistrates and ministers visited Anne and concluded that the spirits she talked to were evil.
One John Tregeagle, being Justice of the Peace in Cornwall, sent his warrant for Anne. According to popular belief, this is when she was sent to Bodmin Jail. Witch. There were a few sources we came across that claimed she was put in Bodmin Jail. Even Moses himself declared she was put in Bodmin Jail in his account. However, we also discovered some sources that completely disputed this detail. Though she was sent to Bodmin Jail, one source stated, "At this present she is at Bodmin, at the new mayor's house, and hath been there ever since her last sessions with a guard on her." In fact, Anne was never at Bodmin Jail at all. Anne was arrested during the 1640s, but Bodmin Jail wasn't opened until 1779.
She was actually placed under house arrest in the new mayor of Plymouth's house, who for some time lived here in the merchant house of Plymouth. She was without victuals, but was later released without charge. This is quite an unusual end result for a suspected witch, is it not? Many believe Anne was a witch because of her special abilities, but one specific ability got her in trouble, and not for the reason you may think.
I am to be arrested? Oh no. Be good in your office, for it will not last you long.
Anne was arrested during the time of the English Civil War, and she was making all sorts of prophecies that provoked people. She was called in front of a parliamentary committee, and not only did she say that, she also said,
"The king will enjoy his own, and will be revenged by his enemies."
Anne was making prophecies that the king would win the Civil War, and that Parliament would lose. Anne's fairies were suspected of being evil spirits, and to believe in spirits one would have to believe in purgatory at the time, meaning these were Catholic ideas. Parliament was very hostile towards Catholicism, and the king had married a Catholic. Both sides were at war, and Anne was prophesying that the king would win. So is it any surprise that Anne was arrested knowing this?
You're probably wondering, why was this published if Anne received such a negative reception? Well, this was published in 1696 at the start of the Enlightenment period, so people were questioning religion during this. This account was being used to reaffirm people's belief in God, because it was being challenged in this period. Anne's fairies, once deemed as evil spirits, were now signs of God.
Despite all of this, ghost hunters still believe that Anne's spirit circles Bodmin Jail. She lived to the ripe old age of 70, but some people still believe that Anne died at Bodmin Jail. But will we ever truly know where Anne's spirit dwells?
Part 1 of filming. Yeah!